Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Made. It has been a long time. It is the first filming of the summer, and we got some of our classmates back. But first, my co-host for the evening, Reese.
Hey, Matt.
Hi, Reese.
How are you?
Hot.
Yes.
Goddamn
yes.
hot.
Yes.
Sweating.
Yes.
Trying not to fan myself on camera.
Exactly.
What just happened?
Listen, I don't know how to explain it, but ladies and gentlemen, you missed a show. All four of us did a mad dash for the exit because we thought something was popping off.
Philadelphia was Philadelphia.
Philadelphia was Philadelphia.
Say that again.
I hope everyone's calmer now, now that we're back in our space. So
What a way to welcome our guests, right?
Yes.
Yay!
Never
So
dull
fun.
moment.
So fun.
Cheris, darling, how you been?
It's been an adventure, and I'm enjoying life.
Oh, good.
That's
We
awesome.
want to hear all about it
Yes.
in a second, right after we introduce our next guest. Miss Christina,
Hello, everyone.
talk to the camera. Where you
Oh my God.
been?
I've been around, and I'm going to say, doing a lot of growing up, and do not be funny, previous motivation students with the jokes. But yes, I've been growing up.
We love growing up. We are now, what, 40 plus?
Yes.
I think we're 40. We're not going to talk about it? We got to
Oh,
talk
we're
about
not
it.
Oh,
talking
I'm
about
celebrating my 40 plus.
Yes.
Oh, when is your birthday?
My birthday was January 3rd. Turned 40.
Oh, okay. You just turned 40?
I just turned 40.
Yes.
Oh, y'all just turned 40?
No, she just turned 40. I turned 41.
Oh, okay, I'm
June
going to say I
3rd.
turned 41 too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just turned 40, but
Okay.
I'm loving it.
So talk to me. Tell me. Give me one word, each of you, one word to describe your journey to 40. Just one.
Good God.
That's two.
That's two.
No, that's the whole phrase. It's gonna count as one. All
I'm
right,
gonna-
Jesus.
Jesus. Okay, Jesus. All right.
Amen.
learning.
Learning. Okay. Okay. What was yours? One word to describe it.
Victorious.
I
I
like
like
that.
that. Yeah, I like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Not gonna steal it, but I like it.
Thank you. And what's your
Yeah.
word?
I don't know. I don't know. Can you come back to me? I'll have a word, but I don't know.
You gonna ask the question?
I know, and I don't
You
have a
got
word. I ain't
Because
prepared.
it gets you, though. When you got to surmise it into
I'm not
one word,
prepared.
it takes a minute.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
see how you
prepared.
said two right off the gate? I started to say two myself.
It's just been a journey. I mean, it's been
Well, there you go, journey.
Yeah.
yeah.
Journey will be
Journey
appropriate.
is a word,
Yeah.
but that was the
Word.
question.
Who
Okay.
says you can't
Miss
answer?
Warshaw would be upset.
She would
She-
be very
I was about to say,
She would be
Lord,
very upset.
Lord,
I'll come
she
back at
would
the
be.
end. I'll have a word. It's just been a time. I don't know. That's what I would say. It's been great. It's been rough. It's been. I don't know. Come back to me. This ain't about me. This is about them.
It is
This
about
is
them.
about them. So, ladies, it's been 23 years since I really feel like it's been 23 years since I've seen you guys. I haven't seen you since high school.
It don't feel like 23 to me.
It's definitely been 23 years.
Like, time really is relative because one moment it can feel like a lifetime, and then others it just feels like yesterday.
Mm.
So
That is very true.
it depends on what kind of headspace I'm in, whether or not it feels like forever or if it just feels like a hot second.
Okay. So it feels like a hot second right now.
What we just went through. That was
That was a bonding moment.
That was a
definitely-
bond. That was a trauma
that was-
bond.
Yeah, that was a trauma bond.
That was a hot second.
That was a trauma bonding moment. You went right into like work mode, I feel like.
I did.
Yes.
I did.
Tell
That
people-
is what I do.
Tell the people
And
where you work at. Because you went right, like
Yeah.
you didn't waste no time. You went right into it.
SCI Phoenix. I am a prison guard.
How has that job and journey?
I've been
been?
jailing 7 years. I
Oh.
started in county at CFCF, and then after a really traumatic thing, I moved to SCI Phoenix.
Okay. All right. You want to
So-
talk about that traumatic thing?
I'll
Not
talk
really?
about it.
Okay, all right.
It took some time to deal with. It took years for me to really process what happened to me and how it changed me.
Okay.
And just dealing with my own trauma with therapists and everything else, because I done fired like 3, 4 therapists. I don't even
You just
bother with
fired a
that.
therapist. You just fired them. I could see
Actually,
you
I
being
ghost
like,
them. I don't really like you're fired.
oh,
Mm.
you
I
a
just
ghoster.
If they don't
don't
fit your
call back.
needs.
You
Like,
ghost people in real life.
hell yeah.
That's a oh,
I'll ghost the hell out of you in a heartbeat.
that
Oh,
is so.
Wow.
I don't like that.
Actually, no. If you notice that I'm going, then I never really ghosted you because you're gonna call me and be like, "Hey, yo, what's up with you?"
But if you
But if
ghosted
you
somebody,
don't
you don't
know,
answer.
but if you don't know that I'm going, how did I ever really ghost you?
I would agree with that, and I think that's facts. But if you're ghosting somebody, even if they're calling you, the whole point
You're
of
not gonna
ghosting is
answer,
that you're
right?
not answering, right?
Well, my therapist never freaking called.
Mm.
I called them, and
Oh, she
especially
never
with
checked up.
everything that was going on, they ain't call me back. So I was like, "Well, the hell would you do?
Mm.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
fired.
yeah, I was about to say,
Okay.
definitely fired.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Nope."
All right. Okay. Well, we want the story, but we're gonna wait.
Okay.
We're gonna keep it lighthearted and fun for the beginning. So, Christina, how's it been? Where are you? Not where are you working? Don't tell the people where you working.
No, but I miss policy and procedure.
Oh.
You should know. Everything I do, I'm in HR, but everything I do is about structure and order. And of course, I'm Miss Bossy. So
Okay. I was
why
gonna say I
not?
don't think I'm surprised. I think that's very much you.
Pretty much everybody say that.
Mm-hmm.
I see that.
I mean, it's in line with me being somebody's mom. I was always in charge of something, or I was going to tell people what they're going to do. So it was like the perfect segue into a career for me.
Okay, so you fell into it already, like because that's how I remember you just being bossy
Oh yes,
Okay.
kind of like straight out of high school. I went into
before high school. In
yeah,
high school,
but I like skipped all of the normal basic teen jobs and went straight into management because once you gave my little tiny self some power, it was a wrap.
Oh my god.
After that,
Oh my god.
I now had to make sure everybody knew who was in charge. And even though, I mean, now I done shrunk because now I'm like 4'9"3/4. And yes, I'm going to get my 3/4.
I know that's right.
Why you shrink?
I wasn't gonna say you was
no, you
always
can.
little, little and loud,
Always. But
little and
see,
loud. You
my
had to know.
loudness had a purpose. And the best part about it is like finding new ways to be loud and make sure that it's intentional. So everything I do has to have a purpose to it.
Okay,
Because I got little eyes watching me, so I want to make sure that my kids know if you're going to be loud, make sure it's for something, that you're not just being one of those brats out here that don't have a message for your madness.
I like that.
That's
A
how
message for your man.
Yes.
Now I'm still.
I think I am too. I'm gonna
I'm
write that
still
somewhere.
there.
That might go up in the stories. A message for your madness.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, if I'm going to be loud, you wouldn't want me to just be randomly saying stuff. It has to have something that leads somebody to say, okay, you know what?
Let me listen.
Exactly.
Let me listen. Okay.
Intentions.
Yeah, intentionality.
Mhm.
Right? I love it. All right, ladies. Well, Reese.
So
No, go ahead. So what? I love when you say so. As soon as you say so, I know you coming. What?
Like you said,
I was just gonna really follow up to ask you ladies. So what was it like growing up as a teenager? Tell us a little bit about that.
That was the beginning of it.
Listen, we here for the
Jesus.
beginning, baby.
That was.
That
Oh,
was the
Jesus
beginning.
was the beginning of
That
the
was
journey.
the beginning. Were you really finding yourself and coming into your own identity? Because it took me 20 years to really come into my own. So that was the beginning.
20 years from high school.
Yes.
So you just
Like
really settled with
just
yourself
really
3 years ago.
really finding me and identifying with myself and who I want to be.
Okay.
What I envision myself, what my character is, what's my motivation, what's all of that. Just really, I've been a gypsy my whole life, just bouncing from here to there and doing whatever. And it was okay, but I felt like it was a curse more than a gift because, yeah, you're going to have adventures in life and sometimes fun, stuff is fun and other times it's not. A lot of times it wasn't. But you really don't settle into you. You're always from this thing to the next. And that gets old really, really fast, especially when your body start feeling 40 plus.
See, I think it's kind of like the opposite. I mean, I let my freak flag fly in high school. I was always each day, y'all saw, each day I was a different person, and I liked it that way. I guess that's why I identify with most of the kids now in cosplay, because I was always, if I woke up this morning and I felt like a businesswoman, I came to school in a suit just because.
You
Didn't
talking
have nowhere to go.
You talking about letting freak flag fly. You already know what happened to me in
Wait,
sophomore year.
wait,
Right?
hold on, hold on now.
Wait.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
You already know what happened to me.
Now,
Y'all
what
probably
happened?
don't know.
What happened sophomore year? Let's get into that.
I was pregnant and I
Wait,
had an abortion.
Wait, what?
Wait, wait, pause.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait,
She was the
what?
only one that knew.
Wait, what?
I was on punishment until I graduated.
You was pregnant.
What? My son's name would have been Kyrie. I had a late term abortion at 19 weeks. I had to sign his birth certificate and death certificate in the same day.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Soon as it was a 2-day procedure. The first day they just stuff you with all of these. It felt like tampons to dilate your cervix, and then the second day you're going to have it surgically removed. Now, what that operation is, I don't know, because I was sedated. And apparently I lost a lot of blood because I woke up and they was pumping blood into me. But I remember being terrified that second day when I went in and they were giving me the anesthesia, and there was this lady next to me and they was on a first name basis. And I was like, well, how many fucking times has she been here? What the? Where am I? What is going on?
Not taking a serious moment into a joke.
No.
Jesus is the right word for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Jesus
I
is the
remember
right
feeling
word.
terrified because I'm like, this fucking whore over here. Why am I over here with these people? What is going on? How did I get here? But that night before, I had talked to my son. His name is Kyrie. I talked to him for about 2 hours, and after I came home from that, she knew, but I really didn't process the depression that it hit because of my mother's reaction to it. She, needless to say, was not pleased at all.
She was not pleased
About
ahead, I'm
me,
sorry.
one,
No.
having sex, and two, getting pregnant.
Okay.
I called her after I got home, and it was actually confirmed. I remember I was on the phone crying. I was like, she's gonna fucking kill me. Oh my God. And when I got home, my mom had all my shit packed at the door. And she's like, you have an adult decision to make right now. You can get out and have this baby and do whatever the hell it is you want to do, or you can have an abortion. You're not going to leave the house. You're going to go to school. You're going to do what you need to do. And then you're going to get the fuck out of my house. And I was like, okay, can I have time? No, you ain't got no time. Now.
Time to process.
So do I hit the streets that I don't know nothing about and possibly have to put my baby up for adoption? And then the thought and idea of him trying to find me, wondering why I didn't want him and why I didn't love him, but me having to make that decision for him because I'm not able to care for him. I don't know nothing about the streets. Y'all knew me in high school. I was a fucking book nerd. Like, I'm not built for the streets. What?
You want built for that life?
No.
You
Definitely
built
not
now.
about their life.
I feel like you built now. That take
Well,
off.
Right?
That
take
there,
for the streets
that
now.
there,
Definitely streets.
that there came after what happened at CFCI.
Okay.
That there is the very thing that I didn't have. It was always there, but I didn't know. And he gave me that. The guy that assaulted me, he gave me that. Like, fuck it, we doing this. Before I just be chilling, and be like, whatever, whatever. Now I'm like, who won it?
Right. Now it's
Like, I'm not even talking. I'm not doing none of that. Like, I will put two in your face and keep it pushing and not think nothing about it. And to the dude that fucking did it, he better not ever see me on the streets. I saw his twin brother at my jail, and I told him, I was like, bro, I'm telling you now, if I ever see your brother,
So him
ever
and his brother
see
was in
him.
jail.
Actually, his brother just got rearrested. Both of them for the same thing.
Jesus
That happens.
Christ.
That happens. I've
They're a couple weirdos.
many
But
friends that just something about their jail life. Some people cannot exist out of jail. Like
Yeah.
after they've been in jail for so long, that's what they know.
Yeah.
So they end up back in jail.
Mhm.
Like some like it there.
county is one thing, state is another. Once you go to state jail, either you going, depending on the type of time you have, if you got 5 to 10, that 5 years might change you. You'll come in there, you'll wild out for the first couple years because you're rebelling. You don't like it, you don't want to be there. It's fun to fuck with the guards and everybody else. And then after that, you like, this is old. I don't want to do this. This sucks. I don't like somebody telling me when I can go to the bathroom. I don't like when somebody's cutting the lights off, telling me to go to bed. I don't like for a woman to tell you what to do. Yo, bro, you can't go there. Come on, bring that back. Where you going?
It's different.
Or if you out there doing something, I'm like, hey, what the fuck? Take it in. Bye. Get out my face.
It's different.
No, I'm not giving you that. No, you can't go there. No, you can't do this. No, you can't go get whatever it is. No, you can't talk on the phone. What you mean?
You'd be surprised. I told Eric that was like my ideal job.
Really?
You know, I would have loved to be able to go up there and just tell people.
What to do. You just want to tell people
I'm
what
going
to
to
do.
counsel you because I'm going to need to understand why.
Jail
You
don't
understand?
have-
I spent a better portion of my growing into my adulthood trying to ask people who went to jail why they do the things that they do. To help me understand and be able to go through my own
A lot of them
grief
don't,
counseling in a sense.
a lot of them really don't have reasons. It's a
was
victim
just
of
about to say that.
circumstance,
Yeah.
peer pressure,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just them just, well, shit, man, all I know how to do is sell drugs, so that's what they going to do. Not even realizing that, hey, man, you can sell water to a well. You can get a job with a consulting firm
Facts.
and do
Yo.
something
All the
else.
Drug
Redirect your
dealers
skill sets.
are
Always tell it.
literally,
You got to learn to redirect it.
Yeah,
You can get a job with a
because they are
marketing firm.
businessmen and legit like
I thought-
entrepreneurs.
I thought drug dealers are like dying down. We still have a bunch of them.
Girl, what? See, you've been in Delaware too
I
long.
know.
Stop
I know.
Delawarean.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm about to
I'm
say.
For that
Damn
little
sorry.
freaking escapade that was happening outside, what the hell you think he was gonna do with the damn car?
Well, I mean,
He was
listen,
going fucking sell it.
No. Listen, I completely
people
understand
still
that,
sell
but I'm
drugs.
just
That's
saying,
never
like,
that's never going anywhere. You're gonna forever have drugs.
okay.
Drugs in different forms.
Yeah, I was about
but
to say,
yeah,
the vehicle is now
have
different,
drugs.
but
I mean-
it's definitely there.
Like,
I mean, like, are they
people
on the
still,
corner?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are
I
people
don't
still
think they're on
selling
the
Nickelback?
corner, but they don't need
type
to be
Now
on
you
the
send a
corner.
message
I'm
through
not a-
social
I'm not a
media.
drug dealer.
Right.
Come to a party, go
That's what I
see
was gonna say.
somebody. It's just a different vehicle. Oh,
Oh, all right.
Holy
now.
hell.
I'm Alina.
It's
Mine.
all right.
Oh shit!
You did it.
Damn
Way
it!
to go.
Damn it! We fall out this fucking couch.
Yeah, we can't do that.
We can't.
That'd have been my fault because I leaned back.
No, but yeah, you're gonna forever have drugs, Reese. I mean, like it's people
Well-
vice and they need it.
Yeah, and I mean, I get that. I listen. I'm not oblivious to like the opioid epidemic and things like that. I'm just thinking, like, growing up in
Mm-hmm.
the 80s and 90s, like the traditional folks
Like
that you
SWAT
would see on the
kicking down
corner.
your door. Have you ever seen SWAT kick down somebody's door? I've seen that so many times.
I listen. This is an exclusive that has happened at my home.
Wow.
Most people don't know. My father was a street pharmacist. Take it however you want.
Your father was from the islands.
Yes.
Yo, it was heavy. Yo, the Jamaicans at that time,
Yes.
they was getting it.
Yes.
It was
Definitely.
like American drug dealers had nothing
On the Jamaicans.
Jamaican drug dealers back then.
Yes, and I love my Jamaicans. Like I
Yeah,
ride
we're
hard
like-
for
we love-
Jamaica. Like
Yeah,
that's my people. But you
no,
know,
it was heavy.
yeah.
It was I think we all have family that was. What was that experience like? I remember. I would love to hear it from your point of view, like for it actually happening in your household. I remember when it would happen on our block. It happened quite a few times,
Mm-hmm.
but it was very much like everybody get in the house, get on the floor. It was just real thrilling and scary at the same time. Like as a
Yeah.
kid, you're on the floor, like
Like,
you're
what's
trying to peep
going
out the
on?
window, but
Yeah.
They on top of roofs. They,
Oh, it's
I mean,
serious.
it's literally SWAT trucks on the block. Like,
it's serious. They come through hard, kicking in the door. You know, everybody got to get down and everything like that. You know, they announce who they're looking for and stuff like that. You know, my dad wasn't there.
okay,
So,
I was gonna
you
say,
know,
was he there?
he wasn't
Did he
there.
know they was coming?
I mean,
Or he just happened to
listen,
not be there?
you know, what I will say is, you know, my father was for the streets. I'll leave it at that. So, you know, take that however you want. But he wasn't home when that happened. And I do distinctly remember when, you know, that occurred. You know, it was me, my mom, and like many islanders. Like you have other family members who
In the
immigrate.
house. Mhm.
They're there in the house. So we had, you know, a couple aunts and uncles there and everything like that. And, you know, just it was quite the experience. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say that, you know, anyone pointed a gun in my face or anything like that, but you know, they announced who they were, they kicked in the door, you know, they took some piggy banks, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean,
They
it's
took-
definitely gonna
they took the
collect.
piggy banks.
It's gonna seem like a
And-
one-off question, but did they pay for the damn door that they busted up?
You know what? This was back in the 80s. I don't know.
feel like they didn't.
I've never really asked my mom about that, but yeah, I do
feel
remember
like they
that
didn't.
one experience when that happened.
Were you scared
Of
after
course.
that? How long were you scared for? Like, how did that affect you growing up, even into high school? How old were you? You said the 80s, so we was
Yeah.
like, what, 12, 8,
No,
what,
girl,
9?
80s?
baby.
83.
Born in 83.
I was not 12.
12.
Okay.
I'm about to say somebody
Oh,
lying
that was
about
93.
that.
Okay, all right, let's say
Yes.
93, 5. All right, that'd have been
Yes.
95. You was in the 80s. All right, so maybe you
Yes.
was young.
I mean, of course you know, you're scared because you don't want your loved one to be locked up, and I mean, it was what it was. Like, we understood what it was, and you know, I think after that experience, he definitely really didn't come home after that. Like he would come and see us. He'll come through, but very rarely would he stay overnight because, again, they can come at any hour,
Anytime, right?
and you know, and if they find them,
Yeah, that's
it is what it is.
Did that change your view of the police?
Honestly, no, it really didn't. I would say probably more of the stuff that's happening in today's society changes my view of the police. You know, luckily with that experience, no one got trigger happy. Everyone walked away, including my piggy bank. You know, that walked away with the cops. It did.
You mad about
And
the
their
piggy
money.
bank. You
My-
mad about the piggy
my
bank.
piggy
That ain't
bank.
your money.
My yellow piggy bank walked out with the cops.
You see how traumatizing that was? She remember the color
Okay,
of
so
that
that-
thing.
so their money.
All right,
You
so that
still
was a trauma. That was a trauma.
That
right
was
there.
trauma.
You still
Yeah.
traumatized.
My damn
No,
piggy, your piggy bank
listen.
bought them new cars.
Okay.
Especially if it was them
Listen.
60th Street cops.
Yeah, 60th Street.
Baby, let me tell you,
man.
you know, never ever glorifying it, but you know, we lived good back then.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know,
Yo,
I was upset when my piggy bank walked out. So.
definitely. They used to give you $20 back then. I remember my sister's husband. Shout out to him. He used to give us money, like go to the corner store and buy milk and give us a $50 bill and be like, keep the change. You know what $50 was to a what you call it at that time?
Girl, I remember
I
going
would have
to
to wait for my
elementary
uncle
school.
to get drunk to get that kind of shit.
$50.
I remember going to elementary school buying pretzels. Remember they used to sell
I
pretzels at
Yo,
buying pretzels with a $20 bill. You want a pretzel? You want a
you
pretzel?
want a pretzel?
Everybody-
everybody can get a pretzel
everybody
today.
buy
get a
friend.
pretzel.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Again, not glorifying that life. I want to be very, very clear. You know, it's definitely not something to be celebrated. But again, that's my history. You know,
I feel like you want that damn piggy bank.
See,
back,
I was-
though.
I do want that piggy bank.
Yo,
back.
we gonna get Reese a yellow piggy
I
bank.
feel like
yo.
you went just like
And it was a plastic one too.
My
And
shit
it was
baby.
heavy.
We definitely getting Reese a yellow piggy
See,
bank.
I was on drugs on the other side. We had
In
all
what
of the
way?
because where you got to see the criminal side of it. I had to deal with all of the drug users.
Mm.
So that was you got to see the flip side of how does that life impact it. So I grew to hate those who sold it, those who did it, because I knew they were the ultimate downfall for the people that I cared about.
Did So drug was used in your household. I'm assuming.
Yeah, on my mom's side of the family, but on like my dad, he despised it, and that's why I said I give all the credit in the world to single fathers because they don't get the same assistance that mothers get, and like
is
to
true.
watch my dad still have to go out his way, pay my mom child support when he knew in his heart of hearts she's going to take that and do whatever with it, and the courts still give him a hard way to go, and he raised his 3 kids and tried to get us up and away from it. And no matter how hard he tried and how far he tried to take us away from it, the system kept wanting to put him back around it and make sure they remind him of his place.
Yep.
So it was like just to see that from him, I always tell him he makes me the parent that I am today. Because without me seeing his struggle, and like I said, I mean, just watching dads today fight for their kids, I'll tell a mom in a heartbeat, shut the hell up. Y'all have no idea what a guy has to actually go through to state his case and get to that point where somebody is going to take him serious. Because I had to watch
something we
that.
don't talk about.
Yeah, and I
don't
don't think
talk
a lot
about
of people get to see it. So I always give a lot of credit to men who actually do that because I got to watch it from my own eyes.
Shout out to all the single
Oh, heck yeah.
fathers.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Shout out to y'all. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Y'all. We ain't coming here to trauma bond, yo.
We already did that. Yo, about 30 minutes ago.
Started out before the podcast.
30
began.
minutes ago. We
are
already
trauma
did
bonding and laugh.
Right?
Like, what the
Well, that
hell?
was
Look.
way.
Tyler Perry's around here somewhere. Where he at?
I don't know.
But you coming off of that, right? Talked about your dad and your mom. At what age did you lose your mom?
So I actually lost my mom at a young age. So originally my dad took custody of us when I was 6. So imagine a 6-year-old having to take on the role as the oldest of caring for your siblings. So
That part.
and I felt so bad.
You were the oldest?
Yes.
Mm.
And my dad went out his way, like interviewing stepmommies, because my dad was determined to, because he knew it. He was
Not
like, I
dad trying to
can't.
find you a mom.
Yes.
He said, hold on.
Literally
this.
interviewing. He
Hold
was.
on. Let me go get your
I
mom
mean,
real quick.
It's so funny. It really felt like speed dating for my dad. I felt so bad because I was like, he ain't going to never really. With my sister who gave everybody the stink eye and literally act like Junior from Problem Child. And then my little brother who would sit there and co-sign with my sister. Like, my dad never really got a chance to have a life. That's why I give all the props in the world. So y'all remember my crazy mom, Flower. Because she, when I say she rose to the occasion, she is actually Jamaican. So she came from the gate, was like, your little badass kids don't scare me.
Yeah.
I'm here for the job.
Oh, I remember
So
Miss
when
Flower.
I
I'm
say
here
she
for the
took
job.
it, she definitely rose to the occasion.
We
and
love
I
Flower.
her. Yep, but
That was her
lost her as
name?
well. Yep.
Miss
You
Flower.
lost her too?
But my mom, my birth mom was actually killed by a 16-year-old who robbed her. And that was definitely weird because we were the same age and she was just actually petitioning the court. She finally got her life together and was determined to get back into our life to see us. And getting to talk to her, I literally talked to her 2 days before she died. And on the trolley, going down there, getting to see her, and she was like, gave me her whole plan of what she wanted to do. And she was like, I'm sorry. Like, she got to apologize. She got to say what she needed to say. And you always say, if you knew that was going to be the last time you talked to somebody, I would have probably told the world to her. Like, I would have said everything about boys, everything that I could have possibly tried to say, I would have said it. But you wasn't given that opportunity. And I would say, on that same trolley, when everybody was coming at it and they were talking about, I don't know if y'all remember it, but it was like, it's called the Russian roulette murder. And see, one thing that Sharice would know, every time I lost somebody in my family, it became a sense of public ridicule. My cousin's murder was the thing that jump-started us wearing school uniforms because he was killed for his Tommy Hilfiger jacket. So his particular case started that. And then this particular thing they named it this, and they were talking about it on the trolley, and I'm sitting here like, this is so sad. This is horrible what the world's coming to. And then somebody read her name out the damn Metro paper.
That's how you found out?
Yep. And I remember
That's how you
dropping to
found
my knees
out?
on the trolley, screaming. Tanisha, you remember Tanisha Carter? She was
I
with me.
do
We were
remember
doing our volunteer
Tanisha.
work down at the library.
Oh, one of the things I didn't do.
Tanisha.
I freaking dropped to my knees, and the whole 36 trolley done heard me scream out, because that's how I found out that it was my mom that was plastered on the front of the paper that was killed. And I was always tell people that's probably by far the worst way
To find out.
to find out. I mean, you
Imagine.
used to find out from the news and stuff like that, but to find out in front of
All
a
your
packed
peers,
trolley.
And your peers.
And you
that-
had
Yes.
no idea, and it was just
No, and I was participating in the conversation. That's what makes it worse. Literally from Island Avenue all the way up to
happened in high
49th.
school. This happened. This was high school. Wow.
And one knew I came to school because I was determined to keep my
Okay, because I was like, Christina, I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember that. I don't remember your disposition changing at all.
No, and that's probably
It
you would say
didn't.
I'm a sociopath,
It didn't?
maybe.
No.
It didn't,
because
right?
it didn't.
didn't.
That was the weird thing about it. I would say that only person who knew because my dad and them reached out was Miss Kavanaugh,
Mm-hmm.
and she stopped me. She was like, "You're not staying in school today." And I was like, "Nope, I got all these activities to do." I was like, "I have to do this, I have to do that," and I was my usual self running a mile a minute, trying not to let it in. Because I was like, everybody already saw me freak out. And I don't know if you counted to be in the Capricorn or not, but I was like, nope, I got to go business as usual. It's things that got to get done.
I think that happens. Well, you were much younger, than I was when I lost my mom as well. But I think that I don't know, maybe it doesn't. That naturally kicks in when something like that happens. Like business got to be taken care of. I don't know if any of you two ladies have experienced that when losing a parent. How did that shift you or change you when you lost?
I lost my dad.
And you lost your mom.
Yeah.
How did that change you, shift you, if it did anything?
I don't know.
No, you go ahead first.
I don't know. Sometimes
You never thought about it?
it comes up every now and then. It depends on what's happening. If I feel her. Like what happened to me at CFCF, I knew she was with me. That night, I should have died. I should have died.
What happened?
An inmate tried to kidnap me. It dragged me in a cell.
Wow.
Like gripped me the fuck up when I opened the door by my jacket to pull me in the cell with 3 other inmates in there. They was gonna have to kill me if I stepped foot in that cell. But I knew she was with me. God and all his angels and her was with me because I never stepped foot in that cell. And I took his ass from one end of the tier to the other side. And we was fitting to go down the fucking steps. I was not going down by myself. And he was about 6'2". He weighed twice as much as I did. Tall, lanky dude. Never got a hit off. Never dragged me in that cell. He only went in the direction I wanted to go. Now my body was freaking hurting the next day. My hair hurt. Like everything hurt. I felt it when I got up the next morning, but that night I couldn't tell you how I made it.
How'd you make it afterwards?
Well, that's when the adventures really started. And I needed a therapist. And I wouldn't see a therapist. I had nightmares. I had issues with post-traumatic stress where I thought people were trying to do stuff to me and I almost killed someone. I almost ran them over. And I ain't give a fuck. Because it's me or him. And God damn it, it's going to be me. And I almost killed somebody at the gas station. And I was like, oh, yeah, we got a problem. But I just muscled through. It wasn't until CFCF tried to fucking fire me where I was like, you know what? Fuck this jail. I'm going to Phoenix where violence doesn't happen. And then, lo and behold, these motherfuckers want to get high and fight. Jesus.
She said Jesus was hard.
Because I'm going to say, it seemed like it made me want to
beginning.
just keep prepping. Like,
She said
now.
Jesus.
I like jailing, though. Like,
what do you like about it?
if I could change somebody's life, and I did it at the F, where I'll give someone hope to believe in themselves, to aspire to be more than what they keep coming back to jail for. And you don't come back, and I see you working, and I see you out there. Yeah, you struggling, but you making it. You not giving up. That, oh my God, that
Is
means
rewarding.
Best
so
feeling.
much to me. It's the only reason I still go to work. Now, is it people that drive me crazy? I'll be like, man, that motherfucker never gonna make it. Yes, all the time, and half of them is my coworkers. But
Not the coworkers.
I was about to say the wrong people, right?
yeah, no,
I'm
there's
talking
both.
about the inmates.
Right.
It'd be both. But if I can change somebody's life and make them see that they can aspire to be so much more and to dream so much bigger than this little shitty ass city.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just to give them that dream.
Mm-hmm.
And they run with it.
That's awesome. Sounds like you should get into counseling.
No.
All right. Listen.
She said no.
right.
She said no.
Sure as hell you're on fire therapist. You're like,
I can stop talking to you in jail and be like, fuck off, get out my face.
no temperance for it, huh?
You're going to keep coming to my office with problems. I done solved your problem already. If you don't want to listen, then just go. Bye. Just find life somewhere else away from me. I can do that in jail.
No.
Because I'm not a counselor. I'm not paid to do that.
Okay.
So that's your leisure.
Yeah, like if you come to me and you have an issue and you be like, hey, Miss A, listen.
Miss A. I
Right?
like that.
Because they
I'ma
always
call
fuck
you
my
that
name up.
from now on.
They always fuck my name up. So
Meet Miss A.
Miss A. Hey, yo, A. All right, yo, what's up? What's your problem today? I'm just saying, like, we've been saying for a minute, like, do you want to get out of jail or no?
Or not.
Like, what do you want from me, sir? Like, damn it, I talk to you every day. That's what happens with counseling.
Yeah, I was about
which
to
is
say,
why I
you
don't
come
do
on.
that. That's why I don't do that. Now, if you really legit have a problem and you going through it, it'd be like, listen, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take a walk outside, just walk around, and I need you to clear your head and I need you to calm down because you're talking to me kind of crazy. I can't decipher what you're talking about, and I feel like you're gonna yell at me in a minute, which is gonna make me cuss you the fuck out.
Oh Lord.
So
All right
you
now.
go over there, calm down, and come back, and let's have a civil discourse about what's really going on. Why are you acting out? What is your problem?
You definitely
What is
should be a
happening?
counselor.
Yes.
Some kind of therapist.
That's what
I
I'm
think she
thinking.
should. I think she should. Yeah, she should.
No, because
You
if you
saying no
come
to us,
back
that's
to
what
me
you
with
doing
the
today.
same
No.
shit,
That's what
no.
you're doing.
No.
Well, see, that's what you say to them as the counselor. Listen, we've talked about this scenario
Yep.
multiple times, and you keep making the same decisions. At this point,
And more to the point, in jail, my mouth is my mouth. I'm going to say what I want to say.
Is that why you don't want to be a
there are some
counselor?
counselors.
Oh,
that
absolutely.
my
I was about
God.
to
there are
say,
some counselors that will talk to
therapist.
you.
I
I
love
would
her.
love
That
therapists
way.
that be real.
Yeah, my
I
therapist
will tell
be
you
like,
to get
I'm
the
not
fuck
doing
out of my
shit.
office
In the middle
in
here.
a heartbeat. Like, you come in here and be like, listen, Miss A, I'm saying, the bitch was crazy. And I'm like, the bitch was right. Get out my office. Bye.
I
There you
definitely think she should. I think you should
Yeah.
reconsider.
I really
I think
do
you should
think
listen
you
to your
should
classmates.
And then I gotta go to
reconsider.
school. I don't want to do that.
It's
either.
okay.
No,
You-
listen. There's so many
I was about to
programs
say,
out
it's
there that
online,
you can do
certificates
online.
you could do.
No.
But speaking of, like, while we're talking about this, and after stemming off of what you were just saying about it feeling very rewarding, right?
Mhm.
Success. What is success to you? Do you feel successful? All of you, like, do you feel at 40, whatever age we are, do you feel successful?
Yes.
You do?
Because I fight every day. And I always tell people it's a struggle to get out of bed. Like, I have RA. And finding out having it at a younger age makes general stuff 10 times harder. So I don't know, you count that into the fact that I decided to have kids, or like, when I say I structured my life in a way that others didn't agree on, and I was able to hit all of those targets. I mean, very anal targets. Like, I'm very anal retentive. So if you look at my 12-year-old diary, like, that's how far back I'm talking, where I said I'm going to have kids at this age, and then I'm going to be able to be married at this. Like, when I say I structured it like that, And the fact that I got to see it all through
Mm-hmm.
and be able to tell myself I could get through the day,
This chair is gonna go, yo.
I ain't
Oh
gonna.
Lord.
Is
But
it really?
Tina, you had mentioned that you were diagnosed with RA. Can you just tell the audience what that is, just in case someone doesn't know?
Yes, it's an autoimmune disease, rheumatoid arthritis. So just general activities can inflame and swell up the joints. So just, like I was saying, just getting up out the bed, it already felt like I ran a marathon when all I did was open my eyes.
Mm.
So I used to tell myself, if I can do that and get enough energy to get through the day, I could get through anything.
Oh, that's right.
And you don't realize how mentally taxing it is until your young child got to help you put your sneakers on,
Mm.
or you got to pack a goddamn collapsible cane to go on a cruise because
Mm.
you never know if you step off the curb wrong, you might lose feeling in your legs. So it's just like, just little stuff like that is why I count being alive successful, because
Yes.
I have a lot of people that didn't make it to this point, and
Mm.
my goal is to live for those who aren't.
Mm.
And I'd be damned if I'm gonna be negative if I get the chance to open my eyes every day. So that's why I count myself as being successful, just being able to wake up in the morning,
I love
see
that.
my kids. That's how I love it.
Okay.
Do you feel successful?
I do. I do. You know, my life definitely didn't turn out the way that I expected it to be. I'm married. Go
You
figure.
expect that?
I didn't expect to be married.
Really?
I
That wasn't in your
didn't.
cards. You never planned that?
I did not.
You thought you were gonna be single your whole life.
Wow.
I didn't think I'd be. Well, yeah, no.
For
I take
real?
that back. Yep. I did. Because you know, as I mentioned before, you know, my father wasn't really home with us, and so never really saw like a healthy situationship, or however you want to call it.
Mhm.
You know,
The fact
my
that you
aunt.
said situationship and you married.
Yeah, I know,
You was
right?
ready for you was
That's
settled for
crazy.
the situationship.
That's crazy.
My aunts, again, you know, really didn't, at least the ones I was closest to, really didn't see, you know, healthy situationships. And so, when my paths crossed with my husband now, you know, it was interesting. I was fighting it. He'll tell you, you know, like
He's told us.
yeah, he's told you guys. I fought it tooth and nail. And
Shout out to you, Walt.
yes, shout out to Walter. Love
He
him.
be like,
love
situation
love
shit.
him.
I know he's probably like,
Wow.
damn.
Like, what?
Damn.
We
Listen,
married.
he tells me all the time, you know, get your ass over here. You ain't going nowhere. I'm like, okay, all right.
He was
So,
serious too.
yes,
Yeah.
he is. And you know, I've learned through him what love really looks like, you know. I tell
That's
him all the
dope.
time he's my first love, my only love. And you know, I like it a lot. As far as career wise, I'm doing really well. Love my job. Deal with risk management for a major bank. I won't say which one. And yeah, my kids are healthy, they're happy, they're thriving. So yeah, I definitely consider myself to be blessed. I wouldn't say successful, but definitely blessed.
What does success mean to you? Why blessed, not successful?
Because listen, I have to give all glory to God.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen.
And I mean, at the
Thank
end
you,
of the
God.
day, you know, I won't get into all of the battle stories that we went through, but we did go through a lot early on in our marriage. Nothing, no infidelity or anything like that, but just, you know, growing pains as a young couple. You know, shortly after getting married, we had gotten pregnant, and it was tough. And what I always tell people is, throughout all of those struggles, my husband and I, we never went to bed hungry. If we went to hungry, it was truly by our choice. It wasn't a situation where we were forced to go to bed hungry. We always had something to eat. We always had a roof over our head. Thankfully, God always blessed us with, you know, vehicles and things like that. And yeah, I mean, I have to just give all glory to him.
Yeah.
I'll give you that,
Thank you,
because
God.
I was
Think you
thinking
got
Mary
it.
Jane
Thank you.
easier.
Oh, yeah.
17. Who says all glory to God and all of that is 17? Who thought we would be here?
Who thought we would be
Who
here?
thought
I
we
will
would
tell
be
you.
here?
That
Well,
part.
no,
I was about to say, I knew I was going to be married.
No, because you
I
had a
did. I
whole
was
gonna say,
itinerary for
she
your whole
definitely
life.
did,
I
'cause
wrote that in the
So
book.
no,
I-
that ain't nobody asking
I
her.
definitely
I am not
remember
She knew she was
her.
gonna be married.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I knew it.
Christina always wrote down what it like. She was very goal oriented.
Yes.
She wrote it down. She made sure
Maybe I
she
should
hit
write
all
it
of
down.
her
You wrote it down? I
milestones.
never
Yes.
wrote that down. Now
And
that
it's
you say, I
funny.
write down a lot of things, but I never wrote that down. But I won't be single at 60 though.
Yeah.
Like I'm not pressed to be married
Yeah.
today.
Oh, marriage is a bad
48, 60.
It's not, but it's funny. I definitely would say write it down because it's one of those things I get to share with my kids and they laugh because, well, you like telling the story.
Mhm.
I'm like, y'all understand, like, I knew this was going to happen. I was not playing. And see, I'm not too many people say their first boyfriend was just going to be it.
Mhm.
I was one of them extra ones. I was like, I'm not going through all this trouble.
Right, you said that's
Like,
it.
I don't have
It's him
no-
and that's it. I'm locking him
Everybody
in.
dating today, more power to you.
Oh,
Bless your heart. I couldn't date in
Ah.
today's environment.
Ooh,
No.
girl.
I'm sorry,
It's a
skinny
piss-
jeans on a guy trigger me. I'd be ready to kill you. I would be on Snap
Oh my
before
God.
I would actually be. I would be on Snap. Every boyfriend would be there.
Let's just
that's
say
how bad it would be.
today is
I heard there's pee in the dating pool.
it's so
That's
more than
what I
it's
heard.
more
They
than
said.
piss
It's
in the
probably
pool.
everything in there.
It's more than piss in the pool. It's terrible.
Nope.
It's really bad on both ends, though. You know, like a lot of times
It is.
we say, you know, as women, we just be it's bad for them too.
Trust
Yeah.
me,
But
I hear
it's
some of how the women
it's just
talking. I'd be
terrible.
like, wow.
And you know, I feel like the older we get, it should get better, but it's like the worst because we've gone through so much trauma, and a lot of us don't go see therapists.
Mhm.
No.
And
I was just gonna say,
If you
I
got a
think
best
it's-
friend, you don't need a therapist.
hey, best friend.
I think it's a couple of things. I do think that, you know, there's a lot of trauma that we've all been through. I also think it's how times have changed. Like everything, it's nonverbal communication. Everyone just wants to text. You know, no one wants to pick up the phone. No one wants to go on real dates. Like, you know, everyone, hey, send me a dick pic or send
Yeah,
me
we're
a
just
send me,
wild.
send
Like,
me
I didn't ask for that,
picture of
son.
your,
It's crazy.
I
of
didn't ask
your-
for that,
of your
sir.
breasts.
And just
it's
know that when you send
it's
it, I'm sharing it with
insane.
my girlfriends, and we are looking at the background, not whatever it was that
I
you
was
sent.
Is that his dirty ass drawers?
And
Ew.
that's what it is. You are. You
We
scanning
looking at the
everything
background. We
else.
trying to figure
Yeah.
out
Hey,
what shit is in
is
your
that
room.
cat
Yeah.
sitting on a plate?
Facts. That's what we talking
Yeah.
about. Like,
Like,
he got
Yeah.
floral sheets. It's definitely a bitch in that house. Like,
I can just see that the questions.
don't take it in the
being
bathroom with all
asked
your meds just lined up in the
in
background.
today's
You in the
dating
mirror.
market.
Take it.
Oh, yeah.
Hold that.
Or
Let's zoom in. What is that? On
another
the
thing
background?
that's really popular, and I apologize, Sherry, for interrupting you. Catfishing.
oh.
How many times do you hear those stories about, you know,
Yo,
oh, I'm
you can-
overseas, I'm
Nah,
deployed, and
nah.
you know,
Nah.
oh, I can't
Well,
talk to you
I
right
ain't
now, but
with it. No,
send me
I ain't doing
$100.
Nah.
What?
I'm not
The
with
fact
it.
of the matter
And if you
is,
can't video call me, then just we might as well stop now, because you can be texting and just texting, and then I'm like, you never saw the person.
Oh,
Like, they
yeah.
never call me right now. Like,
Yes.
right now. Let me
Yes.
see your face.
man, I done seen a girl leave half her face on this man's shirt along with her eyelash and the damn. And I'm like, see, this why men have trust issues now.
Yeah, this is
Wait,
true.
wait, what?
Literally,
Make it
half her
just-
face,
Oh, wow.
like her makeup, and it's like I would hate to see what she looked like in the morning. This
Oh.
man would probably feel like somebody date raped with him. I'm telling my son,
Date
you
raped
go on a
him.
date, you taking wet wipes, you gonna wipe her face down. She gotta come to
Not the
mama
wet
first. She
wipe.
gotta wipe her whole face off.
down.
Nah, how
Like,
you
I'm not
gonna walk
playing.
up to
Well,
somebody and be
well,
like,
what I-
here,
what I
yeah,
would
come
say
here,
is
baby.
this.
Snap.
I would even
Like,
Yes.
like,
who does that?
His
go
mama.
wipe your face.
Wet wipes,
His mama.
wet wipes isn't going to get all of it off. So have him carry a small bottle of Meisler
I was
water,
about to say the mice
And that
wipes.
will-
I knew you was gonna
and
say
that will get it all. Just one swoop.
Hey,
I don't
Yo,
care. Bring her
what?
to mama.
They said,
Bring her to mama.
don't
Because we're
gotta
not
take
doing
my
that.
damn makeup off.
Who
Don't
the
take my
hell
makeup
does
off.
that?
Well, she told us that. Listen,
It's a brave
ma'am,
person.
That's crazy.
It's just scary though. And when you see that though, you like, are you
This
serious?
is true.
And you want to laugh because it's like, I thank God. I
This
didn't
is
have to go
true.
through all that, but it's
She
scary
gonna
in the
feel
dating
assaulted.
environment. Now me, I can't lie. I right behind my closet, I probably got like 150 personalities because I am a connoisseur. But
Not 150.
That's why we've been together for 25 years.
That's right,
It's
'cause he know
never,
all
it's
of
never a
them.
dull moment. So he goes out with somebody every single day.
Oh, I love it. She's.
Every
I
single
know
day.
that's
Oh,
right.
I love it.
But today,
I ain't got the energy.
Want some Meg shit?
listening
Right?
to the questions
Really make
that
it feel
people
like
be
you
talking
cheating.
about on dates, I was like, oh, are we gonna get to asking what your goals, what's your long range, short term? Like you
Long
ain't
range.
asking those types of things. And I always give my husband his props because when I first met him and I stayed there, he didn't run. Other boys told me I was too put together. I was a nerd. I was this. He actually reciprocated and gave me his goals.
Wow.
I said, what? I was in love.
It. She's
You couldn't tell me shit.
I know
This
that's
man
right.
had goals prepared.
I love
And he knew
it.
exactly what he wanted to do.
I love
Nah,
it.
I'd be the one to be like, bitch, you gotta go. What's your goal?
No, that was like
What
everything
goals?
to me.
Can you spell that?
That was
So-
everything.
Christina, you mentioned your 150 personalities that are in the back of the closet,
yes.
right? Okay. So I want to ask you, which one or two of your 150 personalities make you feel the most confident?
I would
Ooh,
say
that
my
was a good
Cruella
one.
DeVille look. As y'all know, like I said, I like to dress up, and as you see, I play poker a lot. So when I go places, I like the fact that I get to chart who I want to be when I go outside, and I don't give two shits with the person outside look. And it's funny because I dress to how I feel, and I'll go out with a persona and not like one of those fake catfishing type of
Yeah.
personas. What you see is actually me. It's just that, is it Tuesday Tina? Friday Tina? Like you just may never know. But I would definitely say my split hairs personalities, I love them because I have a lot of different two-tone hairstyles where everywhere I go and people, it's always a conversation starter.
Oh, I love that.
And I always laugh at people because they be like, you just naturally draw people to you. And I was like, it's the hair, it's the
Right,
glasses.
he's like it's something.
Because it's you're going to see that first. So,
Yeah.
of course, and then when you go in them places,
lady walking by, what the fuck she gonna wear today?
look, you should see. I'm telling you, when I go play poker, they be like,
That
It's
was
never a dull
great
moment with you.
question. Reese, ask
Yeah.
that question again. What was the question?
So I was just asking her, which one of her personalities, because, she mentioned she has 150 in the
all
closet.
150.
Which ones make her feel the most confident. So I would also ask that question to you. And I'm not saying that you have multiple personalities, but when do you feel, the most confident?
Actually, my job.
Okay.
Because I have to amplify certain parts of my personality in order to survive in jail. And there is a fear when you walk through the door, but you can't let the inmates know that you're really afraid.
Yeah.
Because if they see you're afraid, it's not going to end well for you. And you have a job to do. So I have to amplify confidence. I have to exude authority. I have to be Billy Badass in a little ass body and make you feel like I'm going to lose my mind and my job if you come over here to fuck with me. I have to be that way. And I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And you best get the fuck out of my way because I'm coming. And there is nothing that's going to stop me from walking out the door when I'm ready to leave.
Do they, at your job, are you permitted to carry like a weapon?
No.
Okay.
Your only weapon is this. If I'm going to get into a fight, I better know how to pick that fight. I can't go in there and think I'm going to smack the shit out of a grown-ass man and I'm going to walk away unscathed like nothing's ever going to happen. No. If I'm getting to a point where I know it's going to get physical, I'm going to call for somebody to come beat you the fuck up after I spray the shit out you once they get there. I'm not going to smack you, then turn around and run because you about to whoop my ass. No. And I'm not going to spray you, make you mad to want to punch me in the face, but I still ain't called nobody to come help me. They got to run, some of them a quarter mile to get to me.
So is that using your brain and actually making it
so
through that
instead
fear
of
that makes you-
making it confrontational where it's gonna get physical, I'm just gonna make you feel stupid about yourself and whatever the fuck it is you did wrong and tell you to get the fuck on and make you think about what you did and how you fucked my day up and how I'm gonna fuck your day up.
Y'all stop
if you
fucking
keep
up her
messing with
day.
me, right?
Lord.
But it doesn't happen often because all you have to do really is just one good example, just one. And if everybody sees it, they be like, oh, this motherfucker's just leave her alone. Something wrong with her. You only gotta make one. Like
Right.
when I first started, I was really naive and I was stupid. Oh, they don't want to give you toilet paper. Oh, they don't want to give you this. Oh, they don't want to give you that. Here. Next thing you know, I'm running around like a fucking idiot, and I'm stressed out because the inmates aren't doing what I. Hey, yo, go lock your blocker. Why is everybody walking around? Come on, everybody, yo, lock in, lock in. They not doing nothing. So then I got mad and was like, you know what? Fuck this. The next day, yo, can I get some toilet paper? No. Well, I'm gonna tell your sergeant. I don't give a shit.
Right. You like whatever. At
Go
that
tell the
point.
sergeant. Sergeant is like, yo, give him toilet paper. Okay.
Wow.
I waited till the last 10 minutes and then I rolled that roll of toilet paper in the shower and sat it outside the door and told him to
Not
fish it.
outside the shower.
Jesus.
And then I told him to fish it. I told him to fish it and walked off the pod. Bye.
So she get
Wait,
off.
fish
at-
it?
So you get off in a little bit of power
So
too.
no. I got
That don't
mad.
sound like the you.
I got mad because I had been giving them, like, if you ask me for something, I'll go get it. But then now I'm running around and y'all not even doing what I asked you to do. But you asking me and taking from me. Like, I gotta go ask somebody else to get this. I gotta go do this. I gotta do that. And I'm running around all day. But when I ask you to lock in, you want to play these silly ass games with me. You won't reciprocate that kindness that I
Reciprocity.
showed you. So if you want to keep fucking with me and take from me my kindness, well, now I'm about to be an asshole.
Right.
And I'm gonna show you that shit ain't that sweet with me. Like I was stupid to believe that you were going to reciprocate that courtesy. You go to jail and it's a lot of black people unfortunately in jail. And when they see black guards, the first thing is like, but we can look.
Right.
This is
You like, no,
I'm like,
all
that shit
kinfolk
don't mean
ain't-
nothing
what they say,
because
all
your ass
skinfolk ain't
No.
kinfolk.
No, and it
Definitely
be
All
like
skinfolk ain't kinfolk.
y'all out here tap dancing for the white man, just yes, mess or whatever, sir. But let me tell you to do some shit, and it's
a problem. We
I'm
kinfolk.
saying though, why we gotta do this?
Right, we
No,
kinfolk.
why I gotta get a fucking song and dance and tell
Just
you to
do what
lock
I
in, but
tell
I
you
could
to
go
do.
tell that white dude to come over here and tell you the same shit,
And you
yes,
gonna
sir,
do it.
and go do it.
Right.
Why
Reese, what makes
are
you
we
feel
doing it?
confident? Oh, look at you. You like me when you first.
I wasn't prepared for this question.
How y'all
When do
come
you?
up
I
with
know
the
we got
question?
questions.
Like,
again. How? When
Oh,
do you feel?
here's a question that y'all should be prepared for.
Go.
Why did y'all create this?
I'm gonna lob this one to Melissa.
Oh,
I'm both that I asked you. What was
man.
the method for the madness here?
Yeah, is that what you said?
No,
Earlier?
it was the message in the
Message.
man.
What
I
was
was
the
saying that, but I said
message
the
in
method
the
for the madness on this.
madness? Made. Why do we create it?
Yeah.
So oftentimes, I mean, it initially started with 23 years reunion. I don't ever know what to say. Is it anniversary, reunion, whatever? 23 years, and we've never had a reunion.
Yeah,
Right,
which
that
is
was
crazy.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
never had
haven't.
one.
I mean, I wasn't invited, so
Yeah, no,
Something
yeah,
happened that I
yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
aware of.
Never had
No,
one.
we never had one. And it's always been a talk, like we should have one. We should have one. In my all of my elaborateness, we were thinking that a lot of times the traditional reunion is just you get a hall, go in there maybe 4 hours, get some food. Some people show up because they
Terrible
want to
food.
show off.
Yep.
Some people don't show up because they feel like life has taken them a different way. They don't measure up. They don't.
Don't look at me. Don't look
Yeah,
at me.
they
You don't
don't.
see
They
me
don't
like
feel
this.
like they're classmates.
Yeah.
So they stay away. And it really is just a space for people to like not really bond. Like you haven't seen somebody in 23 years and you just want to show off. I felt like before we do that, because we gonna do that, but before we do that, let's really connect and like get to know each other know each other again.
Yeah.
Know
This
each other
version of us.
again.
Because
This
apparently
version.
no one knew anything about
we
me in
didn't know.
high school.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that
Ain't
story you
nobody know
started
me in
out
high
with.
school.
I didn't know that.
Ain't nobody, well, she knew, but
And
that
everybody's
don't count.
different. Everybody's, I'm sure we're ourselves, but we're different. The journey to where we are now has taken us
Down different
So many
paths.
places.
down different paths.
Yep.
And we different. I want to know that. Like, I don't want to, and some of us, I want to know y'all now. You know what I mean? Like whoever I was or you thought I was in high school, I might not be that because we didn't have that kind of conversation. I wanted everybody to be able to bond. That was the initial reason.
Yeah.
But beyond that, as Walter said in the first episode, I think it was just fitting for our class. Like we always on some other stuff.
Oh
like,
yeah.
It's
That's
always
one thing
gonna
I
be
loved
next
about
level.
motivation.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be
Yeah.
next level. So we can't do nothing traditional. Like we not gonna do
We're
traditional.
not regular.
At
No,
all.
we were not regular.
We not
We were
regular.
not regular.
And I'm saying a lot of I, but it's really a lot of we. You know what I mean? Like I'm just staring the shit really, but it's all of us. Like y'all say yes. You say yes. They say yes. I mean, we wouldn't be here if everybody wasn't willing. So I'm just happy that everybody was willing and thought that it was a great idea. But that's why we started, because I felt like we needed to connect before we like actually reunite.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was actually nice to see that everybody, like watching some of the reels, it wasn't like a lot of people came in with the atonement for the sins or whatever they did in high school. And like I said, the one big thing that I like and appreciate was the growth mindset, because I was like, people like to say, "Oh, I knew you in high school," and I hear that from some people, and I'm like, "You never
You
really
don't.
knew me."
You ain't know
you
me
ain't
for
know
real.
me.
The woman I was yesterday, I'm so not
And
her
not for
today.
nothing.
Like,
Well,
I'm just
clearly
not.
you got 150 personalities
They're in the back of the closet.
Yes.
Okay,
So
they're locked in the
no,
closet.
that's not.
But I mean, it's still, that's easy for me to say.
But not for nothing.
It's just for it.
We
it
didn't
grows.
know ourselves in high school. I mean,
That's true.
it's such a time where you're like growing up and you're trying to figure yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody ever really know themselves in high school?
No, and
It's like
sometimes
a
you don't know
thing to
yourself
do.
as an adult. And that was a premise for this, right? Is that we wanted to make sure that when we told these stories that the 17-year-old that could just kind of skim upon this, it comes up on their feed, or if they're on YouTube or whatever, they could be like, damn, I'm going through that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they won't give up because they see that we made it, right? Like somebody at 17 right now lost their mom and they don't know how to make it through, or they were bullied, or they weren't the most popular, or whatever, right? So it should help that 17-year-old, but that 40-year-old right now is like, damn, they just like me.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to build a platform where everybody could like relate from like all those ages, from because we've been if you're not 17 now, you've been 17 before.
Yep.
I got 17-year-old kids. It's like, in
That
my
part.
case.
That part. So that's where we at. We ain't gonna have enough time to get in the FDO, but we're gonna talk about that at the reunion.
Okay.
We gonna y'all remember it?
No.
Don't even
You
worry
know
about
I don't remember it.
No.
So I won't
Don't
even
even
try.
worry about it. Don't even worry. We're gonna talk about it at the reunion because it's coming up. Stay tuned, y'all. November. I'm not releasing the date yet because we got just prepare.
Yes.
Just prepare
Hey,
yourself.
yo, like I don't even
Be
know.
prepared
Like
to
I'm about to say,
pop out
I
and
don't
show
know.
somebody, okay? Be prepared for
Or some
that.
K-Dot type shit.
Right?
Lord.
we're doing a fucking pop up.
before we wrap up. Did you have a question?
Actually, you didn't give us your word.
Yes.
Don't think I forgot about that.
Hey yo,
What was what's one word to describe the journey to 40?
Yes.
this whole conversation's been a journey, and you still ain't come up with the
Hey.
word.
Thank you, Sheris, for
This word keep coming to me, and that's not really the word. So I'm gonna just say it, but
Just
that's
say
not
it.
really the word. Triumphant. That's not really the word, though. I don't know why I'm saying it. That's my mom or somebody talking, because that ain't
it's
me.
speaking to you. The word is
Yes.
speaking to you.
Yeah, the word speaking
But
to me.
why-
I
You
wasn't-
had to dissect
Why
it
would-
personally to figure
Yeah, I
out
have to go write
why.
that down in my
But it's
journal.
speaking, it's speaking to you. So like that's dope, because you just had a moment right there where it's a moment of reflection for you to really like delve into why that word is resonating with you so much right now
Agreed.
when asked that question.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna write that in my
And
journal.
look, and
'Cause I
listen,
thought
Now
about
at
it
the
first
reunion,
time.
we gonna ask
I was
you
just
why
about to
you
say
tried
yes.
it?
And
Why
she gonna be
you
like, what?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
That's
Maybe
my
that
mother,
should be
somebody
everybody's
speaking.
homework when they come to the reunion.
Oh,
Now
Here
we
we
Christina
got-
was giving y'all an assignment. She
Wait,
Oh,
no,
so you know
I'm
me.
not. No,
Yeah,
no,
Yeah, I
no,
like that. I
fucking
actually like that.
Shirley.
No, I
Why
like
not? We
that
could have
idea,
that on
too.
a chart. I think I'm going to add that. I think
Yeah.
we're going to
Now
add
we-
that.
now I-
Everybody
give me
come up with your word for your
Yeah.
journey to 40.
I already gave a word. I'm
Yes.
cool. Jesus.
Try Jesus. And I'll put
And that's a
triumphant right
good
next to
one.
it.
Because
I
it
tell you,
encompasses a
I
lot.
tell people I'm always learning.
Jesus and triumphant
That's what
and
you gotta
always
do.
Learning
learning.
about myself, learning about being a wife.
That's
mom,
what I wanted
everything.
to say. I wanted to say something like that. Like I'm always learning and building.
What that got to do with
Evolving.
triumphant, though?
Oh, that's a great word. Maybe I should say that.
No,
I like
I
that.
like
no,
triumphant
no, no,
better,
no. You
but-
said triumphant.
But I'm
so you
thinking
gotta-
about
you
what
gotta-
you're describing, then I would say that's evolution.
I like that word. That word is what I was trying to say, but triumphant.
What is
See,
it?
when you
What?
get to explain it,
No.
you probably get to see in yourself. Because, like you said, get to look at Melissa through the lens of Melissa in high school, Melissa as the 21-year-old, the 25-year. Like I always say, is in stages, and that's where I'm happy. I get to see my kids in the different areas because I'm about to have a 21-year-old. So, just seeing my 21-year-old try to navigate what it's like to be an adult. But not really an adult because I said the government still say you ain't an adult because you ain't
That's
26
right.
yet.
Look,
Still on my
health
insurance, so you ain't an
That
adult
part.
yet.
Still on the health insurance.
But
I think
It's-
this
it's
is a
just
trauma bond right
interesting.
there.
Yeah, that and
It
it's
is.
so. We
I-
have bonded today, ladies, on a
Yes.
different. I like this episode.
I don't know
I
about
agree.
the start of it because that
No, the
shit
start was.
crazy. I don't want to
Dang,
do
cut
it.
No,
your-
actually, no. The start was probably good. That's what
we
really
needed it.
That
We
got
needed it. Got
our
us
blood
shaking up a
pumping.
little
it definitely
bit.
did stop making me feel cold. I
Like-
would tell you that.
We needed it.
We did.
We needed it.
Yeah, it's just
we had
a
to
brief
bond.
moment of absolute sheer terror.
Y'all should have seen
Ladies
it.
I was just gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, I was running in 4-inch heels. So
Show
yeah,
them the
it was
heels, Reese. Show them the heels, Reese.
okay. Out
She
here
like
running
to
the
lose
knees.
the
That's why I
earring.
said,
I was
Them-
tempted to take them off. You see Christina's platforms. We was
All
all
of them.
running.
Just
all
imagine.
of them. Yes,
I'm
yes,
probably the
yes.
only one most equipped for the whole run.
I was
You
just I
was.
grabbed the
were.
weapon.
You was.
Oh, and
Now
I
you
did.
went immediately into guard mode. So
She did. She did. We was protected up here.
we were.
the elevator.
I know the elevator set all of us up.
Because where's the steps?
The elevator.
I'm glad somebody said,
Long story
call
short,
them.
y'all, some Philly
wasn't
was
thinking about
Philly
that.
in, and the guys was downstairs, and we was trying to run
Yes.
as if we were going. Well,
Oh, I was going
Look.
to do some shit.
I was about to say,
Wait,
I was going to do some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Are
no.
you strapped?
Yes.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so am
shit.
I.
We was protected.
we
Both
don't play
y'all
those
straight?
games. What?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right now.
I pick
I
and
don't
we
choose
know.
my
might. They said,
girl.
"My wife losing name."
Y'all
That's
might
what
say-
that's why I grabbed my Gryffindor
Can I
bag.
get escort to my car? Like,
That's why I grabbed my Gryffindor bag.
She said, "Oh, I know where we at." Shit,
Yeah.
Philly be Philly
We don't
sometimes.
play those
I don't
games.
know where without.
Now you get
Well,
permission
shit.
from my husband to leave the church yet, so you ain't about
Yeah,
to
she
take
said,
them out.
"Nah." She said, "Hold."
Nope.
But hopefully, we ain't got to do that in
again,
November.
right?
No.
Listen.
no.
Hopefully, we don't have to
no.
do that in November. But ladies, this was. I'm so glad
Yes.
I was able to see y'all in physical
Yes.
form again. First of all, y'all look great.
Mhm.
Y'all look the same. Y'all look the same. So
It's crazy.
shout out to y'all
Mhm.
and the jeans.
Listen,
But
black
yes,
don't crack.
no, we
Unless
don't.
you
Okay.
smoke it.
Yeah,
Oh.
that is so true.
I like that black
Cheers.
don't
I
crack.
like that.
Unless you smoke it.
Actually, I
Unless you
stole that
smoke
from
it.
one of my coworkers.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that shit was the funniest shit because we was looking at somebody. I'm like, damn, she look like she don't crack, and she's like, well, black
What?
don't crack unless you smoke it.
I
I was
love
like,
it. That's how
hey,
that
yeah,
is so
so
from
true.
now on. That's what we said from now on. But ladies, this was amazing. We should have another episode coming
We
up
should.
soon. I won't reveal to you guys who it is, but we are very excited. So stay tuned. For all the people watching, make sure to follow us. We never really say that at the end. Hopefully y'all watch the end of this, but follow us, right? Subscribe, all the things.
Yes.
YouTube,
Like
Made
and
Network.
subscribe.
Yes. How they say it? Like, comment, subscribe, whatever.
Mhm.
Wow.
Share.
Share. You know, right? All that
Wow.
thing, all those things. Like, comment, subscribe. Anyway, at Made Network on YouTube, on IG. If you've seen this, you probably already know.
Mhm.
Soon we're gonna be reaching out to some of y'all that's not in our class. If you are interested, send us a DM.
Yes.
Send us a DM. Send us an email. All the information is up there. We want to hear from y'all too. Stay tuned for the finale. Stay tuned for the finale. And
It's gonna be epic.
well, I mean, Henry Cade is involved.
Listen, I just want to make
Henry
sure.
Cade is involved.
I just want to make sure I'm setting the stage.
Yes,
that it
please set
is
the
going
stage.
to be epic. So please get ready.
Get ready.
Okay.
Get ready, because we gonna wrap this up in an awesome, fantastic type way.
Yeah.
So thank you for tuning in with us. We love you guys. Can't wait to see y'all on the next episode. Good night.
Have a good night.
Yay.
Be good.